Hi, my name is Obrien Green. I run an organization called Believe to Achieve. Believe to Achieve does sports development, basic skills, and do arts and craft projects. Today we're going to work at the arts and craft activity, sand candle making. Thanks to 4D Review for directing and producing this video. So let's get started with making sand candles. So for our sand candles, we need a bowl, a big bowl that can be of various size. You're going to need sand as well. You're going to need a mold. I'm using a ramekish dish today to use that. And most important, I have wax here that's already melted in a steel canister because we're in the studio at the moment. But normally, if you would be melting wax on the stove, the most important thing is you would need a thermometer. Next, you'll need some skewers, which will be for the wicks. You'll need scissors to cut them. You need a shaver here to shave it down if it's uneven, because you need it to be balanced. Pliers to do any cutting that you would need. And finally, the wicks themselves with wick holders. And finally, a brush to sort of clean the sand off of the candle when it's done. So, because we're going to be using a ramekin, the first thing to do is, once you have your sand, is to place the ramekin into the sand and press down to create the mold that you want. And once you do that, you make sure that the sand is firm around it, but not too much. Just make sure that the imprint is made, so when you take it out, you have an imprint of the ramekin or whatever your device that you're going to be using to make your sand candle. From there, what we do is we get our wax, just pour it in, and you can hear it. You can hear the wax coagulating with the sand. And that's what's going to happen. Now at this point, you just leave that there for 2 or 3 hours so the wax can soak into the sand and create an outer shell like a rock. As it starts to get hard, the next process would be to make the hole for the wick. So that's where the skewer comes in. And I would put the skewer in the middle of the candle all the way through. And it will get hard, and that will be the way the candle will start to form the hole so I can put the wick in. At this particular point, it's done. So basically we just pull it out of the sand, and this is what it looks like. The skewer in there for where the wick's going to go. Basically, you remove the skewer now because you have the hole necessary for the wick, and you start cleaning. It's about getting all the excess sand off the candle. In addition to making an outer shell, you usually have these little bits that you can clean off if you like. Make sure it's smooth and clean, and make sure it sits flat. That's the purpose. You can also take the scraper and kind of shape the edges. You can draw designs on the outside of the sand as well. And you can also gloss it if you like. We'll cut it to the length. You have the wick holder at the bottom. Turn it over, insert it. And this is where we use our pliers. And your scissors, get it to the 1/4 inch. And there you are. A sand candle.